What's up, y'all? Welcome back to my YouTube channel, CAC in the Spotlight. And in this video, we are continuing with that topic of child support. Okay, and listen, before we even get into the content of this video, I want to say thank you to the 28 subscribers who are following me on my YouTube platform. I appreciate you. Thank you so much for being subscribed to your boy. Help me grow this channel by sharing this content with anybody that you think could benefit from this video, okay? Hit the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. If you are here for the first time on this video, on this platform, CAC in the Spotlight, hit the like, subscribe, and leave a comment, okay? I'm trying to get to 50 subs by the end of October. Right now we got 28. I got 22 more to go. We can do this, people. Let's go. This is going to be a video reaction to another YouTuber by the name of Mr.Goodbread, who is at the Mr.Goodbread Show. A few weeks ago, I watched one of his videos where he talked about that child support, okay? So that's why I'm going to do my reaction right now, because he dropped a lot of facts in this shits that I want y'all to hear, and I want to leave my reaction to the things that he discussed in this video, okay? So listen, with nothing further ado, let's begin with it. Mr.Goodbread Show. Let's go. Drop some gems, my man.
Yeah. Mr. Palmer up in the building over here with Mr. and Mrs. Goodbread. That's some tripped out ass shit what I just seen. You can't make this shit up.
You can't make it up. Some of these chicks out here, man, they're so hard to believe. It's like you can't make this shit up. Wow, let's go.
I don't know. She said child support is good for them, take care of their medical and all this other shit.
Get that. Child support. Is it really good enough for the medical? Nah. Listen, medical expenses are expensive as fuck. And, I'm sorry. Child support really cannot pay for those things. But that's for a different video. Let's go.
If you're getting $500 a month, $300 a month, and all that shit, how is that good for medical? Medical costs more than that.
Yes, it does.
And how's that supposed to take care of your livelihood? Because most of these baby mama terrors don't use the money for the child's need. They use it for their goddamn self.
This is true. Man, I know so many chicks in the hood who will get buku dough from their baby daddies for child support. And most of that money does not go to the children, okay? Yeah, the child might get some cornflakes and some Cheetos and some, some Hot Pockets. But you look at the chick, she got weave, nails, jewelry, bass in the trunk, rims on the car. You know what I'm saying? But the baby or the children do not have the things that they need. But the woman decked out. She uses that money to floss and stunt and impress her chicks, her friends.
Shout out to the baby mama terrors, bounty hunter that's up in here. You know what I'm saying? Come to tune in with me and Mr. and Mrs. Goodbread. We're going to definitely get in. I'm going to be on here for about an hour. Then I got to get back on the couch. I ain't been on the couch all day.
Mr. Goodbread.
But a lot of things she was saying, I told you, the typical shit we hear all the time. Black men do not love themselves.
This is true. Black men do not love themselves. I can honestly say that I have come to that same conclusion in my experience in life. Black men as a collective, we do not love ourselves. This is true. And why is it that we do not love ourselves? Because that system of white supremacy that has kept us oppressed for so long taught us that we were less than, we were inferior, we were undeserving, we were unintelligent, we were incapable of doing things or being positive contributors to society. They have taught us that we should hate ourselves rather than loving ourselves, man. Yo, I don't want to get too passionate and amped up yet. Let's go.
And that I have to agree. I have to agree. And I'm going to tell you why. Who are they raised by? They're raised by baby mama terrorists.
Baby mama terrorists.
who chose single motherism.
Y'all check this out. Check out this pie chart here on the screen. These on the left side here, these 4 groups here, these are men who were raised by the baby mama terrorists. Yo, let's go.
So of course, the majority was not gonna love themselves. Look who they was raised by. Look at Timothy Simp Skins. Look who he was raised by. He didn't love himself. So when these black women talking about other black women should go somewhere else, I ain't got no problem with that. Because I would rather for you baby mama tell you get the fuck away from me and I ain't got to make a move at all.
I feel that.
You know what I mean? But, like I said, man, appreciate y'all tuning in. These baby mama terrorists, I told y'all, make excuses, talking about what the black man don't want. When, again, y'all black women been having our boys for the last 30, 40, 50, and 60 fucking years.
Yeah, check that out. Black mothers, single black mothers, single baby mama terrorists is the one who has been raising the children for the last 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 years. Right? Crazy. And you wonder why our boys have so many problems, so many mental problems, so many emotional problems, so many difficulties with obeying the law, or accepting accountability, or being faced with a person of authority.
And y'all still want to point around talking about it's because of the men. No. Let's go back to who raised them, who birthed them, who molded them to be who they are today. Real talk.
Real talk. The men ain't been there. Where I come from, there were no black men in the households. Not in the hood. Not where I come from, man. We have moms who are all on government assistance, welfare, food stamps. You know what I'm saying? I don't have many friends who came from a household where father was present. It's what it was. This was normal. Growing up as young children in the hood. No fathers.
Palmer, you hear me?
I hear you now, loud and clear.
All right. We here, y'all. Y'all know how it is, guys. Y'all know what it is, man. When they say hood, I'm hood.
I feel you. When they say hood, I'm hood. I'm from the north side of Flint, Michigan. I'm hood, y'all. At the core of me, I'm from the hood.
All right, guys. But don't get it twisted.
Not at all.
All right, so Mr. Palmer, you was talking about the baby mama terrorists, and that's the graph that I have on the screen, guys. Those of you that's over here, y'all might identify with the baby mama terrorists as hell of a mothers. So when you hear him say anything about baby mama terrorists, that's exactly what we identify with as hell of a mothers.
Yeah, that's what they are. They domestic terrorists.
Domestic terrorists, right? That's a person in your homeland, your home country, causing havoc, fucking shit up, yo. Domestic terrorists. Wow.
Absolutely. And you wanna go into how you came up with that name for them?
You know what? How I came up with the name Baby Mama Terrorist. I be watching Phil. He's from the used to be called the Goodbread Show, and now he's called the African Diaspora. He got like 3 different YouTubes. He got 1 million subscribers on one, and the guy.
Pause real quick. Yo, listen. He just dropped my man plug-in information where you can find him. Phil from used to be called the Goodbread Show, but now he's at the African Diaspora. Y'all go find him, okay? Because listen, I want to be nice and courteous, and I want to share the content. I want to share his info so I find him, okay? Y'all subscribe to him, okay? And the same token, y'all subscribe to me. Hit a like, subscribe, leave a comment, okay? Let's spread some love in this piece, okay? Yeah, y'all subscribe to him and subscribe to me too. Let's go.
Got over 260,000 on another. He talked and he got one that's like 600, 700,000 subscribers. He talk about, you know, the black people as a whole, worldwide. He talk about the white supremacists. He talk about black unity, black brotherhood, sisterhood, and stuff like that. And travel to the, you know, to the African continent and stuff like that. And he calls these white supremacists, he calls them white supremacist terrorists. And I already had my mind talking about these no good ass baby mama terrorists. That would make me come out with baby mama terrorists. I said, yeah, I got it. I said, okay, baby mama terrorists.
Let's got a real ring to it, y'all. The baby mama terrorists. That has a nice ring to it. I'm gonna use that one, y'all. The baby mama terrorist. Yeah. The baby mama terrorist is a woman who miserable, okay, uneducated, hostile, combative, a strong, independent bitch who's ready to fight and just bring straight havoc to the community. That's baby mama terrorist, okay?
And when people say, why you call them baby mama terrorists, I said, because they asked me, what's the meaning behind it? A baby mama terrorist is one who terrorized fathers for being in their child's lives.
Get that. Terrorize fathers for being in their child's life. Man, that is a very sick, twisted woman who wants to terrorize a father for wanting to be responsible and active and have an influence in his child's life. Wow, man, think about that. That is a woman who does not truly care about the future. She only thinks about right now, but she does not think about the generation who's coming up after her and who her grandchildren will be, great-grandchildren, etc., etc. That's a terrorist, y'all. That is somebody who's just like determined to just destroy the lineage, just decimate the people, decimate a population, decimate a society. That's a terrorist, yo. That's a terrorist, man. Crazy. And these crazy chicks, bitches, walk among us.
And these are domestic terrorists because this happened in our nation, but it's a worldwide pandemic when it comes to these baby mama terrorists. A baby mama terrorist is separate from a mother. A baby mama terrorist is separate from a lady or a woman.
Right.
A baby mama terrorist is the ones who terrorize fathers for being in their children's lives. Ain't no other way around it. You can't sit back and say they're not terrorists. Yes, they are. They domestic terrorists because they fuck up communities.
That's crazy. I just said it. They fuck up communities. Baby mama terrorists fuck up communities. Go into the hood. Go into the schools. Go to the motherfucking corner stores. They all tore up, man. And all these students, usually from the black community, are problems. Okay, they have hostile behavior. They have problems with dealing with authority. It's crazy. Baby mama terrorists.
They fuck up livelihoods. They destroy children. They hate themselves. So like I was saying before, this woman in the video talking about, you know, men don't love themselves. I agree with her. Because when it comes to black men, majority of them don't love themselves. Because they was raised by a baby mama terrorist that chose single motherism.
Right.
They have no father in the picture.
This is true. Didn't have a father in the picture. In my household, I didn't have a father in the picture at all. I didn't have a father, man. I had a baby. I had a mom. And my mom, she was a good mom until she was not. My mom was highly educated, intelligent, bright, beautiful, wonderful singer. She was a great woman until she was not. But she still was a baby mama by multiple men. And she failed us.
Most men was alienated out the picture. Or she ran them off out the picture.
Yep. My father was ran off out the picture. Okay. But then again, he probably left on his own volition as well. But yeah, a lot of these women, baby mama terrorists, they're combative and they do not want a man to exert or assert his masculine influence in the home. A lot of these baby mama terrorists, they can't deal with that. Masculinity threatens them. So they rather just, expel the masculine force. Okay, they don't want to deal with it. And think about it, men. When we are working, okay, we put in our long hours of work, we have our own mental warfare that we're dealing with. We have to constantly tell ourselves that we gotta overcome, we gotta fight this, we gotta get this finished, we gotta carry this to the in whatever it is that we are involved with. So that is mental warfare that we're already involved with. So when we return home, the last thing we want to deal with is a combative woman who wants to argue and fight with you. We want our peace. So a lot of baby mama terrorists, they don't respect that about masculine men. They just constantly complain and fight and pick fights and bitch check them, shit test them. You know what I'm saying? So finally the man says, fuck you, I'm leaving. Don't no man want to deal with that. Don't no man want to come home to a combative argumentative woman. Why? You know what I'm saying? He's already been at war. He's been at war with himself. Okay, hold himself accountable and fighting in the inside to get his work completed.
So I agree to the fullest when these black women sit back and say these men are weak, they're emotional, they don't want to marry black women and all that shit. I agree. And a lot of these same guys was raised by baby mama terrorist mothers. They didn't have no father.
True.
And you look up the stats, and I'm not even gonna talk about just the black community as a whole. It shows that when they raised by a baby mama terrorist, and also a baby mama terrorist who's a single mother versus a regular, I think it's a regular, but versus a single mother that didn't choose to be a single mother, two different individuals.
Right.
These baby mama terrorists, the lack of a father caused more suicides. It caused more high school dropouts.
Get that. Being raised by this single baby mama terrorist caused more suicides and caused more high school dropouts. And I can bear witness to that, being a teacher. I have seen so many black children just opt out of school. And I already know that some of these children came from, these single parent households where they got the baby mama terrorists at the crib. Okay? I can see why. They don't have that masculine force to tell them, like, listen, you got to be responsible and you got to carry this to the finish line. You got to finish this. That's what a man will do. You're going to complete this. You started this. You're going to finish this. We don't fail over here. You're going to carry this shit to the end. You're going to finish this. You're going to bring this to task. Okay? And then he mentioned about the suicide rates for children who are raised by baby mama terrorists. Think of what that means. The suicide rates are high. Think about it. Think about what it would need. Think about how a person, how their mental state and emotional state are just destroyed to such a low level to where they would say, you know what? There's no more hope. There's no way I can overcome my difficulties. I'm tired of this life experience. No more misery, no more suffering. I'm out. Poof. Think of that, Joe. What would it take for a person to go, a young person to off themselves? How low would they have to be mentally, emotionally, spiritually to just say, I'm done, and off themselves? Wow. It's sad, It's sad when you think about that if you're a black man, you got brothers and sisters and cousins and nieces and nephews and distant family members who are in households like this. Children who are like this, who are feeling this way. And perhaps they are contemplating offing themselves. Wow, it's a sad reality that we have to confront, and try to find ways to overcome, change, correct. Wow.
More time going to jail, more suicides, and females having kids out of wedlock and so on, having multiple kids, and also being low income.
Right.
Talk about that.
You know what? If you look at it like this, the things that my man just mentioned right now and what he just said, if you look at it like this and put it into this framework, you can kind of say that the baby mama terrorists and the lack of a strong masculine role model in children's life are the origins for why so many children today are on the path of destruction. You know what I'm saying? On a path that will lead them to failing in life. the single baby mama terrorists. Because the baby mama terrorists, I think that we can conclude already that the baby mama terrorist, her mental programming is not one that is aimed to uplift and build a strong community. On the contrary, it's one that is very selfish, focused on herself, and because she's focused on herself and what she wants, she is destroying the community, whether intentionally or unintentionally, whether consciously doing it or subconsciously doing it. This is what is happening with the baby mama terrorists. These women are not doing the one thing that women were designed to do, and that is to bring life. You get what I'm saying here? Women were designed to bring forth life and continue humanity. Men, we supply the seed, but women, you bring forth life. I mean, if you look at it like this, the baby mama terrorist does not bring forth life. She brings death. She enables death. She encourages death. She enables death. Wow, that's the baby mama terrorist. Baby mama terrorist. Wow, I can't forget that term. The baby mama terrorist.
Yeah, no, we're gonna talk about it all because you just raised a good point. This is the generational curse that is trending. You hear them say it a lot. They talk about the generational curse.
Generational curse. I love how we just mentioned that point. This is the generational curse. Yeah. So listen, I am part of that generational curse. I'm just one of the lucky few who have woken up and realized that, listen, shit's gotta change. I'm like one of the only few in my family. I am the only one who has woken up, who has awakened. I hope my English is correct. Whatever. I am the only one who is aware of what the problems are in the past, and and realize that some things have to be corrected in order to have a better life, right? So this generational curse, a lot of people are still living with these generational curses, but thanks to so many black men, black people in general, so many black YouTubers who are sharing their voices and spreading this message. Hopefully that our content will fall into the laps and the ears of the people who are ready to receive the healing messages, because we can change our problems, right? But we have to start sharing the messages. The message got to get out there. People have got to know that there are better ways to live. Yeah, you don't have to live with the same generational curses. And another YouTuber that I'm going to shout out really fast here is Kendra Davis from the Crimson Curse. I'm going to link her information into the description video of this video. Yeah, and I want to link her information into the description section of this video right now, because she opens the eyes. She turns on the light switches, yo. She gives it to you. She gives you that thing that you need to hear, that key that you need to unlock. You know what I'm saying? That those locks that have you so bound and tied down and have you immobile and whatnot. Kendra Davis, the Crimson Curse. I'm gonna plug her in. Okay, let's go.
But they don't talk about the generational wealth, because ain't no wealth coming out of this generation. No generation is wealthy.
Exactly. So, so that's what made me come out with the baby mama terrorists, and I call them all out. I'm controversial. They hate me because they mad because I won't go and join the code. I don't ride the go along, get along train. I call it all out.
I feel that.
I call it all out. These baby mama terrorists been raising our boys for the last 30, 40, 50, 60 fucking years. And you want to sit back and talk about black men this and black men that when they was raised by the same women that y'all protect, keep on code, and say they're kings.
Get that. Now listen, if you know there's a pie chart here, okay, and he's been alluding to this pie chart this whole fucking video. So listen, I'm gonna point this out real quick. This pie chart here, these four groups you see are of the men who were raised. These are byproducts of the baby mama terrorists. You got the G-Thugs, the Simps, Nice Guys, and the Geek Squad. So listen, if you come from the hood, you can already identify these people, these groups of men. the G-thugs, the fake gangsters in the street talking that jive bullshit talk, right? Pants sagging and whatnot. That one who tries to be hard, the fake gangster, the one who's trying to impress his male peer group, the one who's trying to be the alpha man in the pack, the fake gangster, the G-thug. Okay? Then you got the simps. You already know what the simp is. The one who thinks that women are all polite, sugar, and nice, and there are no fault with women. Simps. These are like the easy licks and lollipops, as my girl from Danica Marie from Dope Discussion would say. Easy licks and lollipops, right? These are the simps. Okay? Yeah, these men are raised by the baby mama terrorists. They live in a delusional world. And then you have the nice guys. This is the guy who lets everybody walk over them. Okay, who does not knows how to stand up and defend himself. You know what I'm saying? The people pleaser who will sacrifice himself for anyone. The guy who will sacrifice himself for a woman who wouldn't put a fire out, who wouldn't piss on a fire to put a fire out if he was burning in it. This is a nice guy. And then you got the Geek Squad. This is the man who is totally withdrawn, okay, retired from society, if you will, because he has not gained the skill set to be able to, interact successfully in society. So he just said, you know what, I'm done with society. I'm going to lock myself in the room and I'm going to play video games, or I'm going to stay on the computer all damn day long and research some shit. This ain't no knock at the geeks though, because I'm a geek. At heart, I'm a geek. I'm a straight nerd. I would stay on the computer all day long, researching all kinds of shit, okay? So ain't no knock on the geeks. Geeks, go ahead. Nerds, go ahead. I'm saying I'm putting it into this framework right here. This is the one who stays in the room and never wants to come out and never wants to interact with society because they are so withdrawn and they have not developed that skill set to hold successful communication with society at large, okay? Let's go.
Right. Absolutely. And it's just crazy, man. I mean, women, for the longest, they trade freedom for security. And the incentive program is proof of that. But we already know that that's like beating a dead horse. So what I like to do over here is I like to give my brothers some ideas and I like to give them motivation, because at the end of the day, we have more power. We have a hand in this situation, more of a hand in this situation than we like to play that we do.
I agree.
I mean? So
wholeheartedly.
I mean, I like to tell my brothers they gotta stop running from child support and actually get it. Just take care of it, knock it out.
I'm with you, homeboy. I'm with you wholeheartedly. Don't run from the child support. You gotta take that shit head on, face that shit, and knock it out, man. You gotta stand up and you gotta be responsible and you gotta take care of that child support. And as my platform is aimed at encouraging men to get passports and traveling overseas, y'all gotta pay that child support, because if you don't pay the child support, they're revoking that passport and you are losing your freedom. As I mentioned in the previous video, y'all gotta take care of that child support. Don't run from it. Y'all take that shit head on, be responsible, and pay for it. Let's go.
Knock it out. You know what I mean? It is what it is. You know what type of woman you dealing with. You know what I mean?
Right.
Real talk.
Another thing, what we gotta do before the child support, we have to stop fucking around with these no-life-ass baby mama terrorists, because we have to decide on either we're gonna do this oopsie, this quick hit, this opportunity hit, or you gonna protect your seed and just go about your business. Don't even fuck the motherfucker.
I'm with you on that one right there, yeah. He did it. Right there, boom. Listen, like my man just said, we have more power than we want to admit in a situation. And before we lay down and we sleep with these women, we gotta take some things into consideration. What do we want? What do you want with that woman? And I want you to be honest with yourself and be honest with that woman from what you have observed about her behavior. If this woman is saying anything that is raising any red flags to let you know that all she is looking for is the bag and some money or a come up, do not dip your seed in that bitch. Do not get her pregnant, okay? Because yeah, she probably going to end up and becoming a baby mama terrorist, okay? Because her mind is not on procreating to, continue our existence. She's trying to collecting child support. She's trying to take advantage of the system. This is going to be the baby mama terrorist, because she is going to be so resentful with you if you don't stay with her. This is what breeds the baby mama terrorist. A resentful, negative, hate-filled bitch. This is a baby mama terrorist, y'all. So listen, like my man just said, we got to be responsible, and we have got to know what we want with the chick. If you do not want to have no baby with that woman, you wear that condom and you hit that shit. Afterwards, you keep it moving. Dump her. This is the pump and the dump. Okay, this is the pump and the dump. But now, and as my man said earlier in this video, that child support, you gotta take that shit head on. You gotta take that shit head on. Don't run from it, you pay it. Because if you don't pay it, you will be facing consequences. Too many negative consequences that you don't need, black men. Listen, black men, we don't need some kind of consequences. We don't need anything that's going to take our freedom, okay? We want to be able to travel this world freely, okay, without any restraints. You know what I'm saying? We don't want to have to pay unnecessary money for arrearages, child support arrearages. You know what I'm saying? We don't want those kind of difficulties, okay? We don't want them difficulties. So yeah, take child support. Y'all take that shit head on and you pay it, okay? And later on in this video, I'm gonna drop some useful information that will help you with paying child support, okay? But yeah, so that's been my homeboy, ain't my real homeboy, but you know what I'm saying. That's been Mr.Goodbread on his show, and I hope y'all got the facts on the gems that he dropped with you, okay? Now listen, I want to go here, okay? Back on the topic of child support. Okay, I'm going to share with you some things that I learned along the way, okay? Because I have been a father for 18 years. My son just turned 18 years old 2 days ago. And so right now it's appropriate for me to make this video to share what I learned in 18 years with you out there, okay? And yeah, first thing I want to say is this. Before I get into the gems I want to drop, okay? The first thing I want to say is this. Society will tell you, black men, that you are only good for your child support. And that child support is your major responsibility when it comes to your children. Bullshit. Let me tell you something, black men. And this is what we all need to know. We all need to be made aware of this again. Because this feminist society that we are living in has totally ruined masculinity in the USA. But listen, as a black masculine man, I gotta tell you this. As a father, your main responsibility to that child is teaching that child how to be a responsible person to themselves. You know what I'm saying? And how do you do that? You, as a masculine man, you have got to establish those guidelines, those rules, and those boundaries, and those appropriate rules and expectations for behavior, and enforce them with your child. I'm not saying go be a dictator. What I'm saying is, with a masculine role, you have got to be that role. You have got to be that one who checks them. You put down the rules, the laws, the guidelines. You have got to do that with your children. Because right now we have so many young children out here completely lost. And that's why they do have no idea of how to behave when they are confronted by any person in authority. And this is not me trying to give the police officers any pass for mistreatment that they do to us as black people. Because we know they're going to do that. We know that, not all, but a lot of them will do that just because we're black. And this is what they have been conditioned to believe. They have been programmed to believe this. That black people are brutes, they're hostile, they're criminals, and they are inclined to being, dangerous. Okay? So anyways, this is why we need you, masculine men, to teach your children, teach your sons especially, that listen, there are rules and there are guidelines and there are appropriate ways to behave with people. And you set them rules and expectations in your home. And you hold your children to those rules and expectations. Okay, and if they break the rules that you set forth and the guidelines you put in place, there will be a consequence. you're going to give them a consequence in the best way that you see fit. I'm not saying going out here and be no damn abuser. You don't want that. Unnecessary. But you are responsible, black men, young black men, for being that one who's that voice of authority in that child's conscience. That's where you get them. You get them to respect your masculine presence in the home from the time that they are a young child. So that way when they grow up into an adult, they will remember how you taught them to behave and respond to rules and authority in the household. So when they go into society, it'll be like second nature. There are rules. I have got to abide by the rules. And if I step out of line, if I break the rules, there's going to be a consequence. You know what I'm saying? So that's number one. So why am I saying all this? Because society will teach you black men that the only thing that you are good for is you paying child support. And that's bullshit. That is so far from the truth. As a black man, you are responsible for teaching your child to become a responsible person, making positive contributions to society. Okay? Not being a prisoner incarcerated in the penitentiary that they couldn't, abide by the laws. You know what I'm saying? So black men, this is our number one mission in life. This is our number one assignment to our children, is to teach them how to be responsible, productive citizens, making positive contributions to society. That's what we owe our children right there. Even more than our money. Yeah, money helps, but that is not the main thing. That is not our main assignment for being here. And don't let society brainwash you to believe in that bullshit, because you have so much more to give to the world outside of your money. So much more, okay? Yeah. And so listen, I want to end it like this. Okay? I was wanting to make this video a few days ago, but recently I caught a cold, so I wasn't able to. My son turned 18 on October the 8th, which is 2 years ago. Not 2 years. 2 days ago, okay? My son turned 18 2 days ago. And on that day, I came to this realization. I wouldn't say all that. Listen, we're going to rewind this a little bit. On October the 8th, my son turned 18 years old, and I wanted to make this video, but I didn't do so because I was under the weather. Okay, so I'm making this video right now. And like I said, you have so much more to offer to society and your children other than your money, okay? And I want to say it like this, okay? When it comes to this child support, you have got to be on the right side of child support, okay? Because there ain't no reason why us black men cannot, abide by the rules that are set in place for child support. So listen, I'm going to break this down for you real quick, and this is not intended for legal advice. If you need legal advice, you go and you contact a lawyer. I'm going to share with you what I learned because, like I said, I have an 18-year-old son and a 16-year-old daughter. So I know a thing or two because I've been in the child support system for going on 2 decades, right? Now, put it like this. If you are with a woman and she had a baby in a hospital, okay, which most women do have babies in hospitals, right? I guarantee you, somebody was there from the Department of Human Services, and they're questioning her about who the father is. And more than likely, she gave your name. So now, I'm saying all that to say this. If you were not in the hospital and you did not sign that birth certificate, okay, you are in this situation. Someone will come for you later eventually, and they will summon you up here in the court. And they will summon you to bring certain documentation so I can go about starting the child support for you. I'm saying that to say this. Don't do anything until you are summoned to make an appearance in the court. You don't do nothing. You sit down, you chill, and you pause. Don't do nothing. Don't go down there. Don't start nothing. You wait until they summon you to go down there to the court. Okay? Now, when you go down there to that court, if you have any doubt in your mind about that baby being yours, you request a paternity test. So what you do, request a paternity test, okay? And you only get one chance at this. And let's say that you go down there and you request that paternity test, and the results come back and it says that the baby is not yours. Go on, live your life. Okay, but if the baby is yours, then you want to go to the next step. I'm going to show it you right now. The baby is yours. Then you want to start the child support payment process. Okay, possibly, I don't remember correctly or detailed information specifically, but possibly you can make an appointment then and there after you get the results that says that you are the father. You can make an appointment to come back and bring them your employment information, and that will mean that you will have to bring a check stub, your most recent check stub, okay? And then they will calculate your payment and the mom's payment or salary, wages, whatnot, and they will come to a specific amount of money that you will be required to pay on a bi-weekly, if not monthly basis, okay? And now, let's say whatever that amount of money is that you have to pay, you have them take that money out your paycheck automatically. Every time you get paid, they should be getting their end of money. Now, they should. That way you never get behind on your child support payments. That way you are never in arrearages. And because you're never in arrearages, you never have that risk of losing your freedom or losing your passport. Nope, you want to do this right from the jump street. You want to give them your salary information, your wage information, and have them know where you're working at, and that way they can go ahead and get that money right out your paycheck, okay? So like I said, but you only do that after you have proved that that baby is yours. If it's not yours, you go ahead and live your life, okay? And like I said, you only get one chance at this. If you go down there and sign the paperwork before you know for 100% without doubt that that baby is yours, as soon as you sign that paperwork, you're stuck. What if you sign the paperwork for a baby that's not yours? If you have any question, any doubt in your mind about that woman, about how faithful she was to you, or she was cheating or whatnot, you want to have that paternity test, okay? Because I would hate to see you spend your money on a baby that's not yours, especially to an unfaithful, disloyal bitch, a baby mama terrorist, okay? That's what she will be. Now, digress a little bit. If you were at the hospital and you know that baby is yours, and you signed that birth certificate, you want to proceed to the next step that I shared with the other group here. You want to go down there and you want to start that child support up immediately and have them deduct that child support from your paycheck. Every time you're paid, they should be getting some money. That way, you do not run that risk of being behind on child support and get into arrearages. And that way, you can keep your passports or try to keep your passports, okay, and whatnot. And that way, you're on top of it from Jump Street. That's how you want to do child support. You want to stay on child support from Jump Street. Don't fall behind. If they take it out your paycheck every time you get paid, then you know what I'm saying, you won't miss the money and you won't get behind on your payments. Simple shit here. Simple shit from Jump Street. You see what I'm saying? You want to be behind this shit, not behind the payments, but you want to be on top of this shit from Jump Street. You don't want to get behind the child. Not when you are capable of being responsible, right? Still on the weather, y'all. You know what I'm saying? So if you got an electric bill that you pay, a water bill that you pay, a car note that you pay, a cell phone bill that you pay, a cell phone bill that you pay, you damn sure can pay this fucking child support, y'all. You can pay the child support. And like I said in the previous video, if you cannot go into the child support office and make that payment physically by yourself, or let's say that you come into a downtime where you're not working and they can't, you know, withdraw any money from your bi-weekly paychecks, whatnot, you can pay online. I'll leave that information in the description section again, where you can go online and you can make your child support payments, okay? Because I have two children, one's in Michigan, or one is in Michigan, in Florida, I had to communicate with the Michigan family friends of the court, okay, in Juicy County. And then in Florida, it's like the Florida Smart Children, whatever. I paid my child support to them. So you can pay your child support online, and just go online and you search for the child support payment center in your state, in your city, and I guarantee you will find it. If you can't find it online, I'm sure you can find a family court division in your city, and you can go down there and you request that information for paying child support online. And that way, you know, if you, like I said, you don't have a weekly paycheck that is sent to you from your place of employment, you can still go to an online site and you can make your child support payment. Okay, so there ain't no excuses for getting behind on your child support. We owe that to our children. Okay, we owe that to our children. Okay, and yeah, the last thing I want to say is this, and I'm going to bring this all home real quick, right? And everything I just share with you is what I have learned from being a father who has paid child support for 18 years to his children. Okay, my daughter will be off of child support in another 2.5 years. Ain't no problem though. Like I said, I'm paying that child support. My son was off 2 days ago. And the last thing, like I said, I want to share with you is this. Fathers, you owe so much more to your children, or you are more valuable to your children than child support. And society will never tell you that. As a masculine father, you are the one who instills values into your children. You are the one who teaches them how to be responsible, respectful, productive to society. You are the one who gives them those boundaries and those guidelines and that guidance in life that they will carry with them forever. Okay? And I learned these things from being a father who raised a son. Okay? And I want to say this. What I've learned in this parenthood, being a father, is that if you are a man and you are responsible and you hold yourself to task about paying your child support on time, in full, every time, and you get that woman's respect, which kind of sucks, yeah. Once you get that mother's respect, and you two can respect each other mutually, you will enjoy this thing called parenthood. It shouldn't be any resentment between you two. Between me and my son's mother, there's none. We don't have any hard feelings between us. In fact, my son's mother is one of my best friends. We can sit down and we can kick it. We can talk about anything. And we ain't got none of this going on. You feel me? Ain't none of that. All that was gone. We stopped that maybe the second year after my son was born. Because we realized that it was not productive. It was not helping us be parents. Okay? We could not exist with one another. You know, because we are constantly jealous and fighting over who's fucking who and why you cheating on me, all that kind of shit. All those things went away. And we just, walked away and we remained as friends. And that's the thing. Friends. Me and my son's mother, we are friends. And she is one of my best friends. We have no hostility between us. There was no resentment between me and her. None. And we can talk about anything. And she knows that if she ever needs me for anything, I got her back. Because that is my son's mom. And she is my friend. I got her back. You understand what I'm telling you? I want her to be in a good place. Because if she's in a good place, my son will be in a good place. I got that kind of respect and love for my son's mom. I want her to be in a good place. You understand what I'm telling you? And she got that same kind of feeling towards me as well. She wants to see me in a good place. Because if I'm in a good place, my son will be in a good place. We got that kind of respect for one another. We don't got none of that riff-raff, hostility, fight one another. No. Okay? And like I said, men, we gotta hold ourselves to task, and we gotta, we got to be responsible, and we got to go above and beyond and prove to these women that we are men. That means that we are going to protect, we're going to provide, wisdom and knowledge. That's what we gotta be for these women and these children, okay? And if you do that, I do believe that you will be able to get rid of or curtail the baby mama terrorists, okay? And with that being said, y'all, this video kind of long, but I appreciate y'all for being here. Thank you for listening to me. Thank you for rocking with your boy. And if you got anything out of this video that I shared with you, hit the like button, leave a comment, and share this video, okay? Because I want to see our black men do better in society and in this world. And we gotta stop believing the bullshit that we hear from people who tell us or diminish us and our roles and say that we're only good for our money and whatnot. We're men, we're men, and we need more masculinity in our black society today, more than yesterday. If you look at how things are going down the shithole in our community, we need men to stand up and help take the shit back. And like I said, be responsible, you do what's right, and you be there for that child's mom and your child, and I guarantee you, she got your back too. And that's that. Be your boy JC in the spotlight. Hit a like button, subscribe, share this content. Deuces.